Hi everyone, it's July 25th, 2 weeks since my last update. Things are doing really good. We've had a heat wave here, just non-stop, 90-degree days and 78 to 80 at night, so my tomatoes are growing, but they don't really like this real heavy heat. Still got tons of green tomatoes. My Brussels sprouts are doing good, but I had a little cabbage worm, but I got rid of that. I got a little butterfly net, and every time I seen a moth come by, I scooped them up. Plus, I went through it with a fine-tooth comb every morning, and I think I got all the little green little cabbage worms out. So let's hope that that worked. I didn't want to put any chemicals or anything on it. So yeah, like I have lots of flowers, but then they would just dry up. You can see, I'm not sure if you can see that or not. That there, I just think it's because of the heat. Finally, I'm getting a few here now. They're coming back, so maybe we'll get a couple more tomatoes of this before the end of the year. I just planted some radishes again. They're coming up. Carrots are doing good. Cucumbers are pretty well along in the tooth now. I've got quite a few off them. However, I think the heat's really bothered them too. My beans, they're coming like crazy. Got all kinds of flowers on them. My peas, we've already had a big feed, and we're having another feed of them tonight. Not sure if you can see them or not. Yeah, still getting a few cucumbers. I'm not going to give up on them. I got 3 more planted over where the kohlrabi was, but yeah, I think they've ran their course. I don't think the heat helped either. Yeah, the peas, I'm going to have tons of the peas. I just got tons and tons of flowers, so my oregano's flowering, which is good because I plan on keeping it there next year, so hopefully it'll come up there. Sage, don't ask me why I planted it. I haven't even used it this year. I got to go online somewhere and find some recipes for it. Basil, I've used quite a bit of that this year, making bruschetta. My eggplants, they're doing pretty good. I've got a few on there I've already had. You can see that. Yeah, so they're doing a big one over there. Peppers, they're coming along. The heat they're dropping flowers too due to the fact that it's so hot. The carrots are doing good. My kale, like usual, is doing really good. Swiss chard. There's that big eggplant there. That's a nice size one. I'm going to be picking that and making eggplant parmesan probably tomorrow. Yeah, I got tons of frying peppers here. And I got tons of cherry tomatoes now. They're really coming along nice. I'm eating tons of them. Yeah, and everything's getting good. The eggplant's not doing very well for some reason. I planted that crooked-neck squash. We'll see how that goes. I'm not sure. Carrots are doing good. I've already had, I don't know, not many of these okra, but I don't know. I got maybe 10 or 12 in the freezer. Wait until I get a good feed. So, only 3 plants. What do you expect? I got some rutabaga coming up here, winter crop, so I don't know if it's going to come or not. And my poor little Brandywine tomato, I don't think it likes the heat either. It's not really doing that well. My cantaloupe, it didn't turn out because it got white, I guess it's white mold on the leaves. I think it's because of the humidity. So I pulled that. Yeah, I put John Kohler off growingyourgreens.com suggested using glacial rock dust, nature's finest supplement. And it really, I've grown cherry tomatoes for years, and I do believe these are probably the tastiest cherry tomatoes I've ever ate. So it just supplements all the minerals that wasn't in the soil. totally organic. That's the way I'm going. And I had a really bad rain, and it washed all the nitrogen out, so I've been using compost tea. And there's the compost tea there. It's almost empty. I got to fill it up with fresh rainwater. There's my little potato bucket. I don't know how that's going to turn out. I'm sure I'll document that when I get around to dumping it later on. It's just starting to flower. So, yeah, I think I'll be pulling these peas shortly. I gotta get one more feed off them. Yeah, I got tons of tomatoes. It's just a matter of the big tomatoes. It's just a matter of them starting to ripen up. And I got broccoli, like I said. I don't know. It's just starting to come there. I just planted it there last week, so we'll see. If it doesn't come up, it doesn't come up. It's a trial and error. And let me see here. I'm 6 minutes long here, so I gotta get rolling. And hopefully it'll start cooling down. It's supposed to cool down next week, so maybe these tomatoes will pick back up. And my beans up top, it's the same thing with the heat. The Scarlet Runner, thanks to Praxis, identified that they were Scarlet Runner beans, the red ones. I got two different kinds here. And these ones, the red flowers are the Scarlet Runner, and all they've been doing is just flowering and dropping their flower without setting a bean. But these other ones that I'll identify later, actually they are setting beans. There's a little one right there. They're going crazy. I had to bring them over into my hedge with a wire because it just didn't want to go over the other side. And I'm sure once it cools down, hopefully the Scarlet Runners will start setting beans too. So there you go. This is a quick update. And hopefully we'll see you in 2 weeks or so. Alright, bye for now.